Okay, welcome everyone. First of all, Rabbi Freeman dashed out yesterday, but we can wish him a mazel tov now on his Floridian granddaughter becoming a kala. Zivik should be Ola Yafazain. We also want to wish Shimon Hirsch in the upcoming wedding of the Einikel. It's Hashem. Zivik should be Ola Yafazain. We should all share in such delightful simchas together with each other. We are sponsored by the Fisher family, Nishmas Basi Bas Robert Shalom Ben Avram Alevi Perel Bas Ruvain. We're sponsored Nishmas David Ben Chaim Lefu Shleimer for Eliyahu Moshe Ben Chayesar Yaakov Ben Bas Yaleh for the schus of Avram Ben Yam Ben Ishmael Malki Hudas. By Yol Klugman and family, the Lefu Shleimer for Avigdor Ayu Ben Rivkin the Bas Chayesar Yitzchak Ben Simon Dusha Rivka Bas Shira Leah Shmuel Ben Yamin Ben Shira Leah Chana Bas Shashabina Moshe Ben Esther Fradel. Meir ben Chayesar, they should have a refuah shalema b'seg shechel Yisrael. We are holding in the 5th Mishna in the 2nd parak, and again going through the different types of kachim, chatas v'oshim v'zivchei shalmei tzibur, sin offerings, guilt offerings, and the one shlamim that's kachim, and that's the shalmei tzibur on Shavuos. Moyelin b'hem nishuktishem. There's Meila as soon as they are sanctified. Nishchatu when they're slaughtered, and the chibas hakachim machshartan hochshiru they become readied li'pasel to become disqualified if touched b'tfil yom by tfil yom. Somebody touched the sherets, went to the mikveh but was awaiting Harav Shemesh, or b'mechus kippurim, or somebody that counted as 7 days like the zava. Mitzayra, Nida, but is awaiting the carbon, no, not Nida, but Zava, awaiting a carbon on the 8th day, Obelina, and if the blood is left overnight, it becomes disqualified. Nizrak Damat.
Why does it leave puzzle instead of to become tummy?
I was wondering about that, because by kachim, it would become tamei. I'm not sure. It's a good question, because it becomes a shlishi, especially by tfil yom, and a shlishi is tamei by kachim. Nizrak daman, once you sprinkle the blood, chayav and aleim mishum pigel nois v'tamei, that locks them in. If you had a machshava to shecht it, to eat it after its man, or to smoke it up after its man, it's locked in to have now the issacharis of pigel. Nicer, if left past its expiration date, is an issacharis with tamei, and if it eaten by one who was tumas aguf. Ein meila in babasar. Now after the zrika, there's no meila in the basar, and in the event that it became disqualified, Aval Moyelim be'imurim, there's Meila in the sacrificial portions, until it's taken out to the place of ash to be burnt. Now, what about the unique shtei alechem? The shtei alechem are the 2 loaves, one of the only 2 karbanos that are offered up as chametz. They're not offered up, but one of the 2 karbanos that are chametz, and that's the shtei alechem that accompanies the kifsei atzeres on Shavuos. Once you sanctify it, although it only gets a kedushas damim, it has meila. Karmu batana. Once they get a crust in the oven, it's ready to be disqualified by a tfil yom or by mechus kippurim. And now that it gets a crust in the oven, you could slaughter the kivsei atzeres, which is linked to them. Nizrak daman shel zvachim, when the blood of the lambs are sprinkled, that's the matir of the shtei alechem. So if he did it with a machshava to eat it after its time, chayav and aleim mishum pigel or noisa v'tamei, ve'ein b'hem mila. But after the zrika of the kivsei atzeres, there is no more by them meila. That's when they become permitted to be eaten. Just a reminder that mincha tomorrow is 6:46. Also, thanks to Gedalia Engel, we have an extra treat this Shabbos. The pamphlets from Rabbi Elimelech Biederman. So it's on the bima. I had asked Gedalia to look into maybe getting him this. When I was in Florida, BRS, the Boca Raton Synagogue, had like a table full of like 30 pamphlets from Meli Melech and from Victor Miller and from Breslov and from Lubavitch they had a pamphlet full of. So I said maybe you could get, Reb Biederman is very nice, but it's not free. It's $25 a Shabbos. So this Shabbos, Gedalia sponsored it, so you could enjoy it if you would like. Yetz Hashem, next week we'll start Mechiras Chametz. Remember, tomorrow night, Mincha is at 6:46. V'chanani ben Akasha, Amarat HaKadosh Baruch Hu, L'zakto, he says, Yisrael, L'fikir, B'lam Torah Mitzvah, Shnem Adinoi Chafetz, L'man Tzidka,